I sat down and thought, what skill has real-world application and definitely won't give me carpal tunnel? What about rolling a poker chip across my knuckles? Bingo. So I gave myself 10 hours to learn. I've tried this once or twice in the past, but have never given it any real practice until now. I'll consider this challenge a success if I can get 5 fluid and smooth knuckle rolls across my hand in a row. Before we start, let me know in the comments down below if you think I'll succeed or not. And with that, let's start practicing. So I start this challenge with a fake out. You thought I was gonna hit the timer, didn't you? Well, then I go ahead and hit the timer. My first few attempts are slow, but the poker chip is moving across my hand. At about 18 seconds in, I get my first complete pass, but my hand is shaking and it's anything but smooth. I instantly realize that I'm going to be in for the long haul here. This requires a crazy amount of dexterity. I had no idea how hard this was going to be. At a half hour in, my hand needs a break, so I take about an hour to rest and stretch. At 40 minutes in, I start to lose my mind. And I convince myself that using a different color poker chip is the answer. I try green, then blue, even red. I can't say I noticed a difference. An hour in and I've gotten much better. I can get 1 or 2 smooth passes in a row at this point. While this skill isn't the best in terms of practicality, and it actually is the best in terms of making my wrist and forearm sore, the upside is that it's super entertaining to watch. Like, couldn't you just watch me do this over and over and over again? I mean, even sped up, this skill needs some serious help in the looks department. So hit the music, add some effects, and nope, still not interesting. Okay, let's skip forward to the 1.5 hour mark. At this point, I'm getting multiple smooth passes almost consistently, so I start doing the 5 passes in a row I need to complete this challenge. Still doing the color changing thing, obviously, because that keeps things interesting. Is it interesting? And finally, after around an hour and 35 minutes, I get 4 in a row. I drop the red one. Freaking red one, always the problem. 5 more minutes and I get 4 again. Freaking red one. 2 minutes later, I do all 5 colors and celebrate. And then I watch the footage again and realize that the white one wasn't really that smooth, so I head back to the drawing board. I decide to take a break and come back at it fresh in the morning. This is the next day, and I find that my muscles aren't as sore as they were the day before from an hour and 45 minutes of practice and fine motor skills. And to spare you from any more pain and suffering, after an hour and 56 minutes, I did this. A big thumbs up for my success, and let's all be thankful we don't have to watch that anymore. In all honesty though, I did have fun learning this skill, and I learned some pretty cool things about how my brain processes information and learns things throughout the process. First, I learned that when I took a break and came back to it, I was significantly better when I came back than I was when I left. And I think this has to do with the way our brains process things, even when we're not actively doing the thing we're trying to learn. Pretty cool. Second, I learned that our brains have a natural aversion to rolling red poker chips in particular across our knuckles. Freaking red one. That's all for today. If you want to learn this skill too, I would advise you not to and instead learn something that is useful, mildly impressive to your friends, and won't make your wrist and forearm sore for days on end. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It'll make my wrist feel better.